Hello there, my name is Luke and welcome to another non-league newsflash. Today I'm going to bring you up to date with all of the games that have happened over the Easter weekend. Mainly the games took place on Friday and Monday, but there were some on Saturday as well, so let's get straight into it. And if you're new around here, then remember to click that like button and subscribe to stay up to date with non-league football as it's approaching the end of the season and it's getting crucial, so you can't miss any of it. So we'll start off on Friday, and in the National League there were wins for Dagenham and Redbridge versus Boreham Wood. Braintree beat Guiseley, Bromley beat Barrow 4-1, an impressive victory there. Dover beat Southport, Forest Green beat Chester. Lincoln City came from behind to get two late goals to beat Torquay, a crucial result that for Lincoln, and it was a potential banana skin that they just about avoided. North Ferriby with an impressive victory over Eastleigh. York City beat Solihull Moors 2-1 away from home. Sutton beat Gateshead 3-0. Aldershot drew with Tranmere. Aldershot will be more happy with that result than Tranmere will, that's for sure. Woking beat Macclesfield and Maidstone beat Wrexham. Then we will just carry on to the results from Monday in the National League. So Aldershot beat Dover, a massive game that in two teams. Pretty much only one of them will be able to get into the playoffs at the end of the season, and Aldershot took a massive step towards that with a victory over Dover Athletic. Barrow came from behind to beat North Ferriby. Woking got a late winner to beat Chester 3-2, crucial for them. Dagenham drew 2-2 with Sutton United. Eastleigh beat Bromley. Lincoln came from behind to beat Gateshead 2-1 away from home. 2 goals in stoppage time, so that's 2 games in a row where they've required 2 late goals to get a victory. Lincoln are certainly made of sturdy stuff, and they're not showing any signs of letting this title slip, especially with late goals like this. Tranmere beat Guiseley. They came from behind to win that game, crucial for Tranmere. Solihull came from behind to beat Macclesfield 3-1. Solihull, they dropped into the drop zone when they were 1-0 down, but they've now climbed back out of it with that victory. Maidstone beat Boreham Wood. Southport, with a result out of nowhere, they're now confirmed to be relegated, but they've gone and beaten Forest Green because why not? There's no pressure on them to do so, and they just pulled that rabbit out of the hat. Torquay came from behind to beat Braintree 3-1 in a real 6-pointer at the bottom of the table, and Wrexham beat York 3-1. So looking at the league table now, and Lincoln are still top of the league table on 94 points from 43 games played. Tranmere are 5 points behind and they've played a game more, so Lincoln, they are inches away from that title now. Forest Green are in 3rd, Dagenham and Redbridge in 4th, and Aldershot with their victory over Dover climb into 5th spot. But Dover do have a game in hand and they are only 1 point behind, so it's going to be very exciting to see who is going to make it into the playoffs. Who do you think out of those two is going to make it into the playoffs? Let me know in the comments down below. Then down at the relegation, and it's also really very exciting. Southport are bottom, North Ferriby are second bottom. They are both confirmed to be relegated now, but with Torquay's victory against Braintree, those two sides now occupy the relegation zone. York lost today, so did Guiseley. Solihull won, Woking won, so there's a number of teams there, 6 or 7 teams really, that could occupy those last 2 relegation spots. It's going to be very exciting going into these last 2 games. Moving into the National League North, and we'll start on Friday once again, and we'll start with a victory for Chorley, who beat Worcester 1-0. Altrincham, bottom of the league, no pressure on them, already relegated. They went away to Curzon Ashton and picked up a 3-2 victory. Gainsborough, with an outstanding victory over Salford, gives them a chance of survival. Fylde went away to Halifax and got a 1-0 victory to pretty much confirm that league title for AFC Fylde. My team, Kidderminster Harriers, got a late winner against Boston United. I did do a matchday vlog of this, I will put it in the description below. And Stockport drew 1-1 with AFC Telford. Then there were some games that also took place on Saturday in the National League North. Those games are as follows. There was a victory for Darlington away at Alfreton. Bradford Park Avenue drew with Tamworth 0-0. Gloucester beat Stalybridge 2-1 to end Stalybridge's run of form. They got 3 wins in a row. They were looking like they could stay up, but they have now lost that momentum. Nuneaton got a victory over Harrogate, and Brackley beat FC United of Manchester 2-1. Then on to Monday's games. Kidderminster went away to Altrincham and won 4-1. Boston drew 2-2 with Gloucester. Brackley drew 0-0 with Gainsborough. Darlington beat FC United Manchester 4-2. Fylde got a 97th minute equaliser against Bradford Park Avenue, with Matthew Blinkhorn getting the goal. Same player that got the equaliser in a 2-2 draw with AFC Fylde versus Kidderminster Harriers just a few weeks ago, after we surrendered a 2-goal victory to 2 really late goals from AFC Fylde. How much stoppage time do they want to have? 7 minutes at the end. It's just ridiculous, but yeah, league title, they're getting it. Halifax went away to Harrogate and won 3-0. Salford beat Curzon Ashton. Chorley beat Stalybridge. Tamworth beat Alfreton 4-1. Nuneaton with an exciting game there. 4-2 victors over Telford, and Worcester held out for a draw 0-0 against Stockport. So the league table in the National League North, Fylde pretty much guaranteed the title. They can win the title mathematically next week with a victory, because they are now 4 points clear of Kidderminster Harriers in second place. Halifax are in third, Darlington in fourth and Chorley in fifth. And because Darlington in fourth cannot make the playoffs because of their ground grading issues, that spot will currently be occupied by Salford City, who are in sixth. Then down at the bottom, everyone from Alfreton and upwards is pretty much safe. It is just a straight fight now between Gainsborough and Worcester City. They're separated just by goal difference, both on 35 points. One is inside the relegation zone, one is outside. It's pretty much between those two to stay up. Stalybridge have an outside chance of staying up because they are in 21st. They have got that game in hand, but they need to win all of their remaining games if they want to stay up. Altrincham, they're bottom of the table, and they are already relegated. So into the National League, Southam will start off on Friday, like we have done with the other two leagues. So we'll start with a 2-0 victory for Hungerford over Dartford. Maidenhead kept up their win streak with a victory over Concord. Pooltown drew with Hemel Hempstead 1-1. Gosport beat Bishop Stortford 2-0 to give them a chance of survival. Welling beat Truro 3-2, and Weston-super-Mare beat Margate 3-1. On Saturday, East Thurrock beat Bath City. Ebbsfleet with an emphatic victory over Eastbourne. Hampton and Richmond drew with Wealdstone. Oxford City with an impressive victory over playoff side Chelmsford. 2-0 that game ended, and Whitehawk drew with St Albans. Then on to Monday's games, and Bath City beat Pooltown. Pooltown, they cannot make the playoffs now due to their ground grading issues, so that won't matter too much then. They're now just playing for pride. Chelmsford beat Welling 3-1. Concord beat Whitehawk 3-0. Dartford beat Hampton and Richmond Borough. Eastbourne beat East Thurrock. Oxford City went away to Gosport and won 1-0. Hemel Hempstead beat Hungerford. Margate lost 1-0 at home to Ebbsfleet. St Albans beat Weston. Maidenhead continued their impressive winning streak once again. 3-0 victory over Truro and another clean sheet for them. Wealdstone with an emphatic 5-0 victory over Bishop Stortford. So the table now looks like this, and at the top is Maidenhead. 9 victories in a row puts them on 95 points. Second place is Ebbsfleet on 90 points. That is so unfortunate for Ebbsfleet. 90 points any other year will pretty much guarantee them the title, and there's still 2 games left, so they could make it onto 96 points and still not win the league. That is so unfortunate for them. Chelmsford are in third, Dartford in fourth, Pooltown in fifth, Hungerford in sixth. They won't be able to make the playoffs either because of their ground grading issues. So if the table stays like it is, Hampton and Richmond Borough in seventh will occupy that final playoff spot. Then down at the bottom, Stortford and Margate are now confirmed to be relegated, but then it's between Gosport, Truro and Whitehawk to see who can stay up out of those 3. Whitehawk and Truro are on 37 points and Gosport are on 35. So there you have it. Now you are rounded up with the entire of the Easter weekend in the National League, National League North and National League South. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, then make sure that you click that like button and subscribe. And thanks for watching.